Right. So my name is Gideon Ochieng, and I work for Center for Transforming Mission Kenya, which is a faith-based organization. My relationship with UPC started way back in the 90s, the late 90s, actually, through Martha Bennett. And through her, got to be introduced to the World Deputies because I got to visit Seattle at one point, and I was introduced to UPC, to New Horizons ministry in the Belltown area. And therein we started thinking about what would be possible just to learn from the street youth ministry, because Nairobi was getting quickly urbanized, just like other cities on the global south. And the challenges that we were facing, I thought that these were challenges that were already faced by cities like Seattle and others in the US. And so this was a great opportunity. So Nairobi is quite modern in every sense. So there are two parts to it. So there's the part that probably everybody else, coming into the country would see. High-rise buildings, most likely nice hotels, 3, 4, 5-star hotels, but not so far from the city center or from all this glamour, what you see. We have pockets of, communities, which we refer to as the informal settlements, or the world over, probably they're known as slums. And these areas actually contains the majority of the people who live in the city. The cheapest place would be the slum community. So if you have a relative there, they would welcome you, and it's easy. It's a one room, 10 by 10, 4 or 5 people crammed in that space. But hey, they don't mind, because they know the story of how they got into the city quite organically. This is how people move in and form these enclaves of communities, people who know each other, people with common need. But that's the engine that moves our city. This is where the people who work in the industries, the gardeners, the maids, the drivers, students who are going to different colleges, this is where they stay. And as they serve the city, so you can only imagine how vibrant some of these spaces are. And I usually say this is where life is in Nairobi. So if you want to know the heartbeat of Nairobi, you need to go to the informal settlements. But these spaces are also the spaces where we serve, because this is where we have a lot of the pastors and the leaders and the kids that we serve. So the opportunity that we have as a city is the great harvest field. We have a young population. Some of them know Christ and are energetic and available and ready to, go out and serve. We also have opportunity in terms of people from other parts of the continent or even the world who do not know Christ, whether they are from Somalia or Middle East. They all get to Nairobi. And so any message that we have, any program that we do in Nairobi has a far-reaching effect. So we have several initiatives, but I'll just focus on the two that we do currently. One is called the Highway of Hope program or initiative, and it's a program that actually serves the youth. So we come into these public spaces and we build basketball courts, and then follow that with a program that is discipleship, mentorship. With discipleship, we actually connect the schools to local churches that we work with, so that they can actually have, a door to go into these schools and be able to, do Bible studies and discipleship program. Then when it comes to mentorship, we connect our students, the ones who are in the program, to local universities. So we go to local universities with students who are believers and are at peer level with the high schoolers, and then they're able to actually mentor them. Then we have a leadership training. We have a curriculum that helps our pastors to settle and to serve and love the city. And this is a 1-year program where the pastors meet once a week for the entire year. And at the end of the year, they are able to graduate with a certificate in urban missions. And then as a ministry, we also have the need to just sustain the staff. And this is where UPC has participated in the past. As a church, you have given towards medical insurance for our staff. When we had COVID-19, congregation also supported our initiative. It was a joint initiative with other organizations and the government here in Kenya. I believe you gave $6,000, which again went into the relief effort, providing food and medicine for the people that we worked with. It's a mutual relationship between UPC and the organizations that I've worked with. It's their desire to see, to reach out to the global audience with the message of Christ, and their commitment to serving in the four corners of the world. Above that, you can also visit. It's a need just to come over and visit and encourage the staff members and to learn and see, what God is doing on this side of the world. Yeah.